Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is me, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel. I just wanted to come on live real quick because I wanted to talk about Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight is a singer. He's been a singer for over 20 plus years. Very talented brother. You know, when I first started this channel, and I say this often, I was about Black love and Black unity. That was my stance. That's what I focused on. But then I realized that we're all fucked up in our community. We don't care about each other. We just hate each other. So when I see Black men who date outside their race, that used to kind of trigger me a little bit. Not that I was, concerned about, another dude, but I was concerned about our nation, our people. And when I would see a Black woman do it, it would be just as disturbing to me. You know what I'm saying? But because I realized the situation that we are in as Black people, I just say, you know what, we got to do what we got to do. So with that being said, I see Brian McKnight, who is a talented brother. He just got married, not long ago. Now he's expecting a baby. I don't know if he's had the baby or not. I believe, no, he did have the baby. Excuse me. They have a beautiful son. He has a beautiful son with a Filipina lady, and she has other children, Filipino children. Now I'm not an advocate for being a stepdad and taking care of other people's kids, but these children are grown. He married a middle-aged woman, who's still fertile, who can still have babies, and she gave him a baby. Brian McKnight has other children. He has an older daughter who sued him because he said something that she didn't like. So she sued her own father for defamation, basically just to get some money out of him. Because what you have is a bunch of spoiled, rotten ass children who think because their father is a successful singer, they're supposed to just continuously be taken care of. They're supposed to continuously be financially taken care of by their father. Now, Brian McKnight has told the story. My wife worked in a hospital. My new wife, she worked in a hospital. She was able to get my two older sons jobs, $20 an hour, making money, doing what they got to do because their music careers obviously ain't taking off. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to accept it. That's some spoiled, rotten ass shit. They're jealous of the fact that he's moved on. He has a new family, and they're angry about it. I'm sure that these Black kids of his, their Black mamas said all kind of horrible, negative things about Brian McKnight to them. So they already have a certain way that they think of their father in the first place. And Brian McKnight knows that. When you are an adult, when I've raised you, I've taken care of you, I've gotten you grown, I've paid my child support, I've done everything that I was supposed to do to get you grown. And you still have entitlement. Something's wrong with that to me. They act like Brian McKnight, this Black man ain't supposed to be happy. Like he ain't supposed to move on. Like he's not supposed to be happy. He had to go get another nationality just to be happy. Now he bought his stepdaughter, who's a Filipina, bought her a brand new car. Well, his biological children are pissed about that. Angry. Well, those Filipina children are probably more appreciative at this point, of a man coming in and doing that for them. Wanting to be a family. Brian McKnight comes off to me as a family man who wants to be a family, wants to have a family, not have someone who wants to just see him as money, as an opportunity to have a baby and have money, make money off of him. This Filipino woman is being a better woman and a better wife than any of his baby mamas could ever be. And he actually has a family with them. He has an extended family. Brian McKnight to me comes off as a type of brother that, we are an extended family. You guys are welcome to come in. But because they throwing salt on his name, his own biological children, y'all, are talking to him dirty, talking to him greasy, just being mad disrespectful to him. And I'm sorry. I just can't accept that. And a lot of black men are saying, you know what? You're grown. I'm not going to continue to let you bash me. And what I'm hearing in the comments section, I'm seeing in the comments section, oh, how could Brian McKnight do that? You know, it's cool to move on, but to abandon your children who are grown. These are adults. And yet he wants to be around people that are appreciative of the money that he spends on them. Why would you want to spend money on a group of people, family or not, that you know damn well they're not going to be appreciative of it? They think you're supposed to do it for them. Who wants to give money to any ungrateful ass, bastard ass family members, children, wife, spouse, whoever, who feels like you're supposed to do that, not be appreciative? Yeah, nah. See, what women ain't realized yet is that men like to feel appreciated. Stroke their fucking egos. That's what men want. Men want their ego stroked, period. Not being told constantly, well, I don't need you. I don't have to have you, but I'm still going to take all your finances and I still want you to take care of me because that's the only reason why you're here. That's crazy. And then you train your children to have that same type of mentality. 50 Cent went ahead and had another baby with some other, woman. She ain't black. But look at the problems that he's having with his older son who looks just like him. That's his twin. And his son hates him because his toxic ass mother has spewed all that hatred to him about his own father. 50 Cent was taking care of that boy financially. You can't tell me that he wasn't. But the hatred is real. You got baby mamas, black women over here teaching their children to be the same with male and female, to be money hungry, to think your daddy's supposed to just spend money on you. That's what your father is for. That's what my little sister thought about my father. My little sister thought that my father didn't do anything for her because her mother, that trifling bitch, painted a narrative that your father don't do nothing for you. I do everything for you. Although my father was paying child support and a large amount of child support every single month. These bitches ain't shit. And these children are ungrateful. So shout out to Brian McKnight because he's getting a lot of hate right now. And I stand with Brian McKnight. At first I was a little agitated, like, oh no, not him too. He didn't went and got an Asian woman, but I'm noticing this is the thing to do. I remember one time I went to a car, I went to go get my car fixed or something like that. I went to go do something where I had to go get my car fixed. And it was an older black gentleman that was there. And he was, we started talking to each other. And he was telling me, yeah, I'm married. I've been married, a couple of times. And, my first wife was a black woman. I had kids with her. And, needless to say, that relationship didn't work out. So now in his old age, he married a Filipino woman. And he says he's never been happier. And at the time when he was telling me this, I'm like, oh, no, not another sellout, an old dude sellout. But I get it now. Now, I don't advocate black men, going outside their race. I think you should go find another black woman, not in America, but somewhere else. You should find another black, a black woman, but not in America, though. Let it go. Because you have children with these women. You're going to be paying child support, spending all this money, but then they're going to turn your own seed against you. That's what they do. So I stand with Brian McKnight. I stand with that brother and I wish him all the best. I want him to be happy. Black men need to start being happy. We need to start being happy and stop settling for the bottom of the barrel type bullshit, because black men, all we do is pick up, the leftovers. That's all we always do. And black women know this. You can have a white man who will tell you he ain't fucking with no white woman who is ugly, who's fat and out of shape. What we would call big boned or thick, he straight out calls fat. But we'll pick her big fat ass up and we'll take her. We always just pick up the bottom of the barrel as black men, and we got to stop doing that, especially when our stock is high, y'all. We are wanted all over the world. Women love us. Women love black men, especially productive, decent, hardworking black men. It's just only in America, black women don't appreciate you. But all over, when you travel and go out, you will see how differently you get treated, how you get treated like a king. But a lot of black men don't know that, and they don't understand that because they haven't left their corner. They haven't left their hood. You need to start traveling and leaving your hood so that you can see how valuable you are, black man, because you are valuable. And no, you should not just be giving your seed away to ungrateful ass women who say, well, if we're going to have a boy, you need to abort it. Cynthia, that stupid bitch G, is over here telling black women, if you're having a boy child, abort it. Only have a girl child. Who in their right mind would want to impregnate a stupid group of bitches like that? Haters, man-hating, black man-hating bitches. Who would want to give their seed away? See, black men, our seed is precious at this moment. Don't give it away to ungrateful ass motherfuckers who don't deserve it, y'all. Don't do it. And we keep seeing time and time again with, people that are on the spotlight, like Brian McKnight, 50 Cent, and others, Dr. Dre, we keep seeing it. You got one chick named Ava something or others who looks ugly as fuck, Mendez, I think her name is, but she got a dude to marry her. And he's a businessman. He makes good money. Got him to adopt her other child that she had with some other dude. So the father, the biological father is off the hook. He's off the hook. But this dude now has to pay child support for all three kids because they had children together as well. They had 2 children together, plus the child she already brought into the relationship. His dumbass adopted the child thinking, well, I'm going to be the father for this child. Love is love, right? Wrong. Not in America. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. But I'm going to stand with Brian McKnight, y'all. I need you guys to like, share, and subscribe this video. Not going to come on long, but I'm just noticing the hate that Brian McKnight is receiving from black women, of course, and even simp-ass black men. Now, again, I'm all for black love, black unity. I don't think you should abandon your children, but these are adult children that are entitled. And we don't want to hear his side of the story. We just reject his side of the story. We want to listen to their side of the story, the children and everybody else. As long as they saying something negative about a black man, it must be true. We got to stop painting that narrative. We have to stop painting that narrative. Black man, do something positive for yourself. Do something good for yourself. Treat yourself. You deserve it and you are worth it. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next video. Shalom, y'all.